Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. So in this video I'll be sharing with you step-by-step process on how you can download and install EasyWorship on your PC. So if you're a seasoned church tech pro or you are just starting out as a beginner that wants to get hang on what the EasyWorship is all about, then this video is for you. EasyWorship is a powerful church presentation software that is used widely for live services, maybe to project your scriptures or to present your lyrics. Join me as we delve into the world of EasyWorship. So head over to your browser and search for EasyWorship 7, which is what we'll be using for this tutorial. Hit enter and give it some time to load. Then you will see this one that says EasyWorship 7 software download. You click on it and will be redirected to their official website. Then you're going to scroll down a bit here, this blue mark that says EasyWorship 7. You click on download EasyWorship 7. Then it starts downloading. So let's give it some time to do its thing. And once that is done, I already have it, but I'm going to show you a step-by-step way you are going to do that. We are going to locate our file in our download. Go to your download. You should see it here. So this is it. You're going to go ahead, right click and say run as administrator. Once you hit the run as administrator, get over to this point, you click on I accept the agreement and say next. Also give it room to create desktop. That is if you need the desktop shortcut. If you don't want that, then you can untick, click on install and give it some time to run the installation on your PC. So it's done installing. It says click finish to exit. So we are going to click on finish, and what we are going to do again is to now go over to launch the software. As you can see, I have it right here. Once you come to your Windows icon, you're going to see it here, which says EasyWorship 7, which means it has been downloaded into my PC. So just give it time to also load up. So here it's asking for you to register the EasyWorship. Now you have the option of registering it so that you'll be able to use it without the watermark, or if you still want to use the trial version, then you just have to accept the watermark, because there is no way to give you consent to use it without registering. So if you want to do that, you can say register offline using your phone or a license file. So if you have a license file, you can go ahead and click on this and you'll be able to register it, or you can buy EasyWorship by probably creating accounts and getting the whole information for you to be able to have full access to this. And the reason why I'm doing this is just for the sake of this tutorial. I already have mine, which is already paid for, but for your own sake, you may decide to just check it out, and that will be it. Once you come over to your EasyWorship, this is what the interface is going to look like. And what that means is that for every of these sections that you see, they all have their own jobs and what they do. That is to help you to be able to do a very good presentation once any service is going on. So here you have the new, and under the new you have the new schedule, new songs, new presentation, new songs from select. I'm going to tell you what this does. Now the new schedule is a situation whereby you already have your resources. When I say resources, I mean the materials. You have the opportunity of coming here to put them in order of use, like how you're going to use them, so that while the service is going on, you don't have to start scrambling for where your materials are. Then on the new song, this is where you get the opportunity for you to create a new song to use. Maybe you just need to type it, or you want to decide to, or maybe you decide to copy it from anywhere to come paste here, and from here you are going to arrange it the way you want it to be presented. Then you also have new presentation. This one is if you have a new presentation to do, maybe like a PowerPoint or maybe any material, then you have the opportunity. And then you also have new songs from Song Select. This new song from Song Select is a website that you go to get your songs. Maybe if you are the type that wants to do that, then you have the opportunity of going here to source for your song. But for this one, we are going to be dealing with these two, which is the new songs, and later I will show you how you're going to use the new schedule. Then here you have the preview, this place where you see this. On this preview page, this is where you get the opportunity for you to see whatsoever that is that you've brought into this place, and you are the only person that is going to see what is here before you present it to the church. Because if you don't push it to the live section, which is here, nobody is going to see that. So you have the opportunity of previewing, getting a first-hand info of what you are trying to send to someone. So it's not as if you push out something without knowing what the content of that thing is. No. In EasyWorship, you have the ability for you to preview. Once it's okay by you, you can just come. Once you say go live, it brings you here. And if you look at this place, you are going to see some of these buttons. Let me tell you what they do. Here you have go live. So let's assume I come here. This is Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 according to Amplified Bible, because it's usually labeled, and I say go live. You can see, look at it, it's already live. And if I decide to clear it, I can just say Ctrl C. Yes, and it is cleared. Or I may decide to bring it back by clicking on this clear. Here you have the alert. On this alert, this is where you've seen this place where, while the service is going on, beneath the screen or beneath the projector, you see a message that is scrolling beneath, that moves from right to left, and it has, maybe they want to make a special announcement and they don't want to say it. They just give it over to you as the media guys to possibly announce it without anybody saying anything. This is where you do that. But first, you're going to see nursery alert. Nursery alert is more like a static message that you can just highlight and it is there. That is what is called the nursery alert. So let's say the Lord is good, for just as a sample, the Lord is good all the time. So once I do that and I click add here, look at the top here. You can see where it is currently. It's at the top of the screen. And this is where this is. I don't know. I think you still have the opportunity of keeping it maybe beneath or anywhere you want. Then for the type that gets to scroll maybe while your presentation is going on, you just click on this message alert. Come here and say add simple message alert. So we come here and say details of the church, and we say okay, right? So details of the church, as you can see, instantly it has started scrolling. So if that is what you want, you can put as many of them as possible, whichever way you want. And you can see, if you wish to hide it, you can just come here and you say hide, and it disappears. Then for the nursery alert, same thing also happens. That is, if you want it that way. If you don't want, you can just leave that. But here, this is where you get to go live, like I said. Then you also have your logo. The logo isn't that, it's just more like blanking out your screen. Yes, you can use it to blank out, like you can see here, or you can use black, or you can say clear, whichever way. But usually on the clear, I rather use the shortcut, which is Ctrl C. If I say Ctrl C, it's going to bring in. If I say Ctrl C, it just brings it back again. Isn't that very simple? This is something you can actually keep trying, and with time you're going to get so good with it. Then under here you have your songs, you have your scriptures, you have your media, you have your presentations, and you also have your theme. So under the songs, this is where all the songs that you have, this is where you can see them. And let's assume I already have a particular song here that says Sweet Jesus. And once I click on it, you can see there are just two choruses. That is the content of whatsoever it is. And I will also show you how you can also edit it. Should, in case maybe there is an error here and you want to make changes to it, it is from here that you're going to do that. So I will still show you that. But for the sake of this tutorial, let me share with you how you can create new songs. So I'll just come over to my Chrome browser, and I'm going to generate a dummy text. let me generate a dummy text. Lorem ipsum. It's just for the sake of this. Don't mind whatsoever I'm doing. So let me just copy the text so that I'll be able to show you and how you can arrange it. And please let me also point out, whenever you are presenting for the church, or whenever you are using EasyWorship, please try as much as possible to make it user-friendly. When I say user-friendly, I don't know whether that is the right word, but please make sure that your text is readable. Put it in such a way, because there are so many people that are there, most especially where you have elderly people that have some visual issues. You wouldn't want them to be straining their eyes. So try to make your text as readable as possible. So I'm going to copy this as, I'm just going to copy this particular part as what we want to present. Let's assume that this is, remember I said, let's assume that this is what we want to present. So for we to be able to do that, I will come here on the new and I will say new song. So this new song, what are we going to give to it? We are going to assume that this is the song lyrics for Amazing Grace. So let's put it in capital letter. Yes. So once we put this title here, we'll come over here where it says word and slides. But we are going to be using word, and under the word, you're going to see one. So that means we can create as many of these as possible. So for here, you see label and song. The label now means the label that you wish to recognize that particular word. And for the sake of this, let's say we will say, because for songs you already know that we have like choruses and we have verse. Maybe for choir they might tell you first chorus, second chorus, or stanza. Maybe they say stanza 1, stanza 2, or they can say first verse, second verse, and all that. So but for this, on that label, we are going to put chorus. So this is going to be our chorus. Then this place where it says song, we are going to just paste our song there. And you can see what it's giving us right here. So here, this is exactly what we have just copied into this particular database. But like I said, if you are presenting, have it at the back of your mind that there are so many people that will be watching, and not all of them are going to have the same vision. And for you to be able to make it good for everyone, please try to arrange it the best way possible. So what I'm going to do now is, for this chorus, I'm going to break it down into different sides. So I'll just pick this side and I will cut it, Ctrl X. I'm going to cut it. So for this chorus, this is the chorus, and then I'm going to come down here where it says plus, and I'm going to click on the plus, and you see another one that says chorus. I will say maybe this is the verse 1. Sorry, verse 1. Then here where it says the song, this is going to be the song, and you can see it's still very big. Not everyone can read this. So what do? I will still have to cut it, and I'm going to split it into several words. So click on Ctrl X to cut it, and you just go ahead here and you're going to add as many. So I'll say verse 2, and I will paste. Don't mind the method I'm using. You may decide to be going back and forth, picking it one after the other to do so. But I just hope you understand. Then I'll just go over again and I will say verse 3, and I'll come over to the song and I'll paste it. And because it is too much, I will still cut it again. Then this one again, I want to use this now as the chorus again. So I'll just come here and I will say chorus, and come over to the song and I'll paste. Good. Now, as you can see now, this is chorus, this is verse 1, this is verse 2, this is verse 3, this is chorus. So what this means is that if, let's assume, the choir has given you their song that they are going to present, and they have it in verse and chorus, or maybe like hymns, if for those that are in the Anglican communion, where you have a chorus and you have some of these verse, then you need to arrange it so that you know when they are going to the chorus and when they are going to maybe whichever thing that they wish to use. So, and you can see if you click on this, this is what you have. If I click on this, this is what I have. This is how big it is. If I click on this, this is what I have. This is how big. And if you still wish to break it down, like this one, if you want it to be like a 2-line stuff, just have it at the back of your mind that for any reason that you used to possibly cut this and break it, that is how wider, like the lesser the text, the wider the lesser the text, the bigger your text on the screen. So you are the one now that knows what you want and how you want it to be presented. So just go ahead and do it. And if for any reason you also want to like make adjustment to it, like let's say the text color, you can just come over here and play with this. Yes, you can play with this. You can change the color to whichever thing that you love. Just click on this and you can change the text color. Just play with some of this. Maybe you need it to be bold, all bold fonts. Then you also have the opportunity of maybe clicking here and typing in whichever. Same thing for the scripture and all this. Just explore some of these things and you're going to see how good they are. And if for any reason you also, like you can see, this our text is aligned to the center, and this center means it's at the middle. If you want to align it to the left, you can click here and you can see it's aligned to the left. If you want to align it to center again, it's back to the center. If you want to align it to the right, that is where you have it. If you want it this way, this is it, but we are just going to leave this. But at your own convenience, you may just try to get a hold of what the whole stuff is all about. Then once that is done, if you also want to change the font type, at the end of the day, once you are done and you are okay with what you have here, all you just need to do is to say apply and you click here that it says okay. So clicking on this okay means that you are okay with what you've just done. And right here, if you wish to see it, you can find it here. It will be here waiting for you. Yes, as you can see, titles. This is where the whole stuff is, the whole songs. That is where it is. So if you now wish to possibly look for Amazing Grace, maybe you have tons of lyrics here. Then you just, if you know the title that you use, you just come in and you say Amazing Grace, and you can see it highlighted. So from here now, it is always good, it is always advised that you have this on your schedule. Take it to your schedule. Like if you know how the service will be conducted and the material that you have, just arrange it sequentially so that once anyone lays hand on it, you understand, they'll be able to follow the service without having to bother much about it. So with that being said, to be able to add it to your schedule, you just come over here, you drag and you can drop it. Yes, you can drag and drop, or you can just click on this plus button here and you have it right here. Once you highlight on anything here, it will appear here on the preview screen for you to see what is there. Then if you decide to go live, you can double click on it and it will be brought here. And if for any reason you discover that the lyrics is on the live page and you can't see it on the monitor, then like I said, you just click on your Ctrl+C. That Ctrl+C tends to now make it live. Look at it here. If you click on that Ctrl+C again, it disappears. That is just the very simple thing about EasyWorship, and it is not in any way complicating. It's very easy. You can do this like maybe first Sunday, second Sunday, and you will master the whole stuff. They have a very good user friendly interface. Then for those of you that still want to get hold of this for scriptural purpose, let's assume we want to present our scriptures once it's being called out. You just leave the song page here and come here, and you can see this is where the song is. By default, it's on the Amplified Bible. The next one you see here is the HCSB. Now, this is the one that was installed together with this EasyWorship 7. So, but you still have the opportunity of bringing in so many Bibles, you can still go over to their site to download. Or if you have anyone that has been shared with you that you want to bring in, maybe like Good News or King James Version or the Amplified or the Revised Standard Version, you can just come over here and bring it in, click on the plus, and you say new folder, new collection, or you might just do all these things. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to be showing you what you need to do, because I don't have any other Bible aside from this. So if you now wish to go ahead with this, you just come here. This is the Bible. Once you click on it and you tell it to go live, it appears here. But like I said, you must have to highlight it by clicking the Ctrl C, or you can come here and you tell it go live. If you tell it to go live, it goes live. If you clear it, or you can come here and click on the clear. If you click on clear, it's going to clear, and if you click back again, it's going to come back. So this is how you are able to utilize this. Right here on the scripture verse, if for any reason you will be displaying your screen, maybe they call a particular verse in the Bible. Let's assume they say Exodus chapter 5 verse. You don't need to type Exodus in full. The moment you put EXO, it automatically takes you to Exodus. So all you just need to do is click your direction button here, and then you click on the particular chapter. It says 5 verse 4. And you can see it here. So once it's here, you can see it already on your preview page telling you what it is. So all you just need to do is for you to double click. You can either double click or you can tell it to go live, whichever one, and instantly it's brought into your live page. And if you want to take this out from the screen entirely, you can just click on clear, or you can say black and it will blank out. If you still want to bring it out, you can still click back on that clear and it is back, or you can use your Ctrl C to take it out and still bring it back, whichever method you want to use. And if for any reason they decide to call any particular chapter that you still have here, once they call maybe any particular version, maybe like the HCB like I have here, you don't need to stress your head. The HCSB is here and it's already here, so you can just display it. It overrides the initial one, but it doesn't take it away from the chapter and the verse. That is the good thing about EasyWorship. So just try to get hold of what this whole stuff is all about, and with time you're going to get so good at it. Then for any reason you now wish to use media, when you are talking about media, you're talking about video, you're talking about image, you're talking about video feed. That is the good thing about EasyWorship 7. In EasyWorship 7, you also get the opportunity for you to bring in live camera feed right here. So it's now serving two purposes for you. That is now serving as a mixing software where you get to mix lyrics over videos or images. After this tutorial, in our next video, I'm going to be showing you how you can remotely control EasyWorship using your smartphone. What this means is that you don't need to bother yourself again. Once you have everything on your schedule, you can be anywhere within the church. Once you are connected to a particular network that is on the same network with your system that houses the EasyWorship, you can just use your smartphone and control whatsoever. Like once they are calling out the Bible verses and it is keyed in your schedule, you can just use your smartphone to do that seamlessly. Isn't that wonderful? But back to the tutorial. If you wish now to bring in any video, you can click on the video, come here. Let's assume you want to bring in a particular video that we want to show to the church. You can click on the plus button and then you get to locate where the video is. So for the sake of this, I'm going to be bringing this up, this Pacific Rim test. So you click on it and you allow it. You can see it right here. It's already seated here. So this is going to be serving as our video image. Then let us also bring in our image, which is a picture. We'll come here and let's see if we have a picture here. Okay, let me go for something landscape, because yeah, this is a picture of me. You can click on this and we have a picture. Then DVD feed. If assuming we want to bring in a camera, which we'll be doing in our subsequent videos, I'm going to show you how you'll be able to do that easily. You also get to bring in your audio. That is, if you wish to bring in any audio feed, maybe from your mixer, like your console, this is where you get to input it. But since we don't have that, we'll go back to the video. So once you highlight on the video, you're going to see it here on your preview window. And if you click here where it says preview outputs, you only get to see what the video is doing, but as we speak, it's not yet being shown to the church, so nobody gets to see it. But once you are okay with it, you can just tell it to go live, and instantly it starts playing. This is how your video is now being fed live to the church. And again, I also want to say, this is what you are seeing. If for any reason why all these things you are doing, you now decide that you don't want the church to see anything coming again from your system, you can just come here and click on this live. And as it is, we are not presenting it out all this, we've not been presenting it out all this while. So I'll click on this live. Then if you also want to display your image, once you click on the image, you can see it here, and you want the church to see it, just go here and say go live. You can see the image is already presented here for you. And if you don't need it, you just go here and say black, and it fades out. If you click on black again, it comes back, and on it goes. Then for your presentation, this is where you get the opportunity to still come back. Maybe you want to create a PowerPoint presentation. Look at it. You have the opportunity of creating PowerPoint. This is something that you couldn't do with the older versions of EasyWorship, like doing a PowerPoint presentation easily like this. But now you have the opportunity for you to do that. And if you want to present it as a slide, like slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, this is where you click it. So that slide that is very close to the words. So if that be the case, for now we are done with this. Then if you watch here, it says edit. You have the option of, maybe let's see what it brings up so that we'll get to study it together. If you want to edit how you output to maybe external monitors, this is where you come to do that. Here on the main outputs, you have the opportunity of going custom. You have once you click this output monitor, you have monitor 1, which is the primary monitor, which is this your monitor. Then you have the custom, meaning that you have something else, like let's say you have another place where you already route your connection. That is the custom. Or maybe another software like vMix. You have vMix and you want to be moving back and forth. You're going to put it on custom position. On this custom position, that is the only place vMix is now going to see it and be able to maybe let you bring in this EasyWorship into vMix. Then NDI stream. This NDI stream is the NDI capture. Though you may not know about it, or if you know about it, you have the opportunity of connecting to maybe another system that has NDI already installed on it. Once you have any system, then that means without using any cable to do your connection, you can just connect once the both systems are on the same wireless network. Once it is on the same wireless network, that is where you get the opportunity for you to use the NDI stream. Then for the songs, you also have the opportunity for you to change your song fonts, just like we did while we created that song, that is the Amazing Grace. You get the opportunity to change the color fonts, the outline. You can change the shadow, the margin, and also the format. These are things that you should just on your own. But please, anywhere you do not understand, it's not everything that you're going to play with, so that you don't destroy your presentation. Then on the scripture, you also have the opportunity of setting your scripture fonts, setting the verse fonts, the reference fonts. When they talk about reference, they are talking about this place where you are talking about the verse and the chapter. Most times you may want it to appear, most times you may not want it to appear, but whichever way, this is where you get to change it. You can set the outline and maybe the shadow, whichever way you want. Then the reference location, you don't need that for now, so just abandon it. Same thing with the presentation, just take your time and see what this whole stuff does. Then you still have your alternative output. Most of these places you may not necessarily have need for them, so don't bother your head about it. Then all these ones fold back, you don't have need. Service interval, maybe you don't have the need. Then for here you have advanced, show live screen on startup. Yes, let your live screen be on startup, so you just leave it by default the way it is. For me, I don't bother about any of this. Once you finish, you just click on your OK. That is that for the edit button. Then for the live, you can say go live. Now this is just the the place where it is, but you don't need to bother yourself with all these ones because they are already here. You see your go live, you see your logo on live output, black on live output. That is all these buttons that are here. I think it will be easier for you to use it here than coming here to do that one by one. Then on the profile, you have profile manager. You also have you have the opportunity of bringing in maybe any other listen. Let's assume you want to bring in a database, you have the opportunity of doing that. Then same thing with the view here. You have preview and live combined. You don't need to bother your head about this. Then if you also need help, then you may decide to contact EasyWorship for you to get any of your problems solved. That is, if there is anything that you do not understand. But once it doesn't have to do with your EasyWorship as a user, and it is something that you just want to get to know, like I said, you can decide to join my WhatsApp group so that you can ask me anything you want there. I'll be giving you technical help as far as EasyWorship is concerned and any other media related. Maybe like you have any troubleshoot to do. If it is what I can help, I will definitely be there to do that. So you can take advantage of that. Then you also have all these ones. Don't bother yourself about EasyWorship. Maybe you want to register the product, you can go ahead to do that. Then for the open here, you have the opportunity of bringing in any material that has been saved previously. It might be that you created it a night before, or you used that some time ago and you still want to bring it back into this particular presentation. You can go ahead here and do that. Or once you are done, let's assume you want to save this amazing grace, you can click on the save. The moment you click on the save, you can tell it the area where you want it to be saved, and you type the name and you say save. Once you save that, it will be saved in your documents or whichever place that you want to save it. And any day you now want to still get hold of it, all you just need to do is to come to open, you say browse, and you go to that particular location where you have it saved and you click on OK and it is imported. Then for the store and web, this web, I think for now you don't have it for it. Then for remote, yes, this is another interesting part. This is where you talk about being able to control your EasyWorship remotely. Now, talking about you controlling it remotely, I'm going to be sharing that in our next video, where we'll be also talking on how you can easily bring in feed. And when I talk about feed, I'm talking about camera feed, either using a professional camera or using your smartphone. So that being said, I don't think there is anything that we need to cover that we haven't covered as far as this tutorial is concerned. This is where we call it a quit for the day on how you can download and install EasyWorship 7 for your church presentation. If you have any comments or you have any opinion regarding this video, or you have any challenge whatsoever that you need me to address, then please head over to the comment section and drop your comments. And for any reason you want me to assist you in any technical aspect relating to EasyWorship 7 and any other media issues, then please join the WhatsApp group. The link is in the description, and from there you will have a one-on-one contact with me, and I will also get to extend my help to you. Please do not forget, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and even share this video to your team members, because you never can tell who this video may be of help. And I will be looking out for you in our next video, where I will share with you on how you will be able to remotely control your EasyWorship 7 using your smartphone. Yes, you heard me right. And your ability to also bring in external cameras into your EasyWorship using your camera, that is your professional camera, for your presentation. Till I see you in our next video, please remember that this is the Lord's work and it must keep going on. Have a blessed time.